family, and friends. We want to welcome you to Penang.
Okay, stop the presses. As you can see, we were overly excited to begin our next adventure on our journey, not knowing that within the next few hours, our whole family will be inside a Malaysian urgent care inquiring about where to obtain a rabies vaccination. Our trip to Penang has been rough from the start, but this hurdle threw a major wrench in our plans. Let's go ahead and start this episode over from the top and see how this all plays out. Blessings from my family to yours.
Yeah, family and friends, we want to welcome you to Penang.
Step into the door, I got what you came for, ecstasy and more. Girl, I got it for sure. It's time to explore, find out what I got in store. Your dress hits the floor, handmade in Singapore. It's Christian Dior, more than I can afford. It's time to endure, bite it like a dinosaur. Now I gotta go, girl. If I had the time, I would spend it on you. If I had the time, I would make love to you.
All right, y'all, we are at Tamu Lalulitas Park down here. Basically almost in Georgetown. I feel like we're a little bit out of the city center, but this is a nice little urban oasis here. There's a lot of shade trees, and it's a little playground for the kids, and you know, there's other outdoor activities here as well. One of the things too we've noticed is that they are maintaining their green spaces here in Penang. There's someone over here weed whacking and someone else picking up trash and keeping the parks clean. Definitely enjoying ourselves so far. We're just cracking the surface here, so we've got a long way to go, and we've got a long stay ahead of us here in Penang. So stay tuned, and we're hoping you enjoy it as much as we are, y'all. One love.
I just want to let everyone know that George just broke the law. He did an immoral act at the playground. See this white woman and this black man? He just kissed me, and it was on camera. We have evidence.
On your mark. Get set, go!
Lap number two. How many of these are a mile? 57.
All right, y'all, finally happened. They done got your boy. Your boy was bit by a dog here in Penang, walking to the grocery store to get my family some groceries. 3 dogs rolled up on me, and one of them happened to bite me, y'all. So had to come up to the family clinic, get my wound cleaned and dressed, and then get a tetanus shot and a shot, and basically clean me up and patch me up, y'all. So a little frustrated, to say the least, but this is how committed that we are to this, you know. We want to show our family the ways of the world, and so things like this happen. Got my gauze, got my yellow lotion, my medication, y'all. Please pray for me. We love y'all. We'll keep you updated. One love. What we're gonna do now is my wife's gonna take off my wound. I had to go to urgent care last night, so I have seen the inside of a Malaysian urgent care, and it was good. And I must say, pleasantly surprised, y'all. The people in there were professional. The lady took care of me like she was my own son, and I swear I felt like I was in good hands yesterday. So anyway, they bandaged me up, cleaned my wound real good, gave me some things to take home so I can make sure I can keep cleaning out the wound and keep it sterile and keep it bandaged up. So my wife's gonna help me undress my wound right now so I can hop in the shower. And then when I get out, she's gonna redress it up. I'm gonna take my round of antibiotics and hit these streets, you understand? Now I gotta lay down and get my wound taken care of.
All right, y'all, Nurse Casey in the mix. I'm gonna go quick.
Go
so it
ahead.
doesn't. That looks good. I actually didn't even see that one. See, she did a good job of like looking around. Like it was like one right there.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said there was like 4.
Yeah.
And that other one needed to be addressed.
Okay, I'm gonna go quick
Yeah,
on
go
this
ahead.
one so it doesn't hurt. Oh, it looks so much better, babe. Already. Like half of it is closed.
Just rip it. There you go. Big dog status.
So I've got all my supplies set here for my patient. He doesn't have any insurance, so we're gonna see how much this costs. But he just got out of the shower, he was able to clean his wound. So now we're gonna dress it up and get it ready for brunch.
When it happened, the only antiseptic I had was tequila. I just had to pour tequila all over my wound,
All right, y'all, so we're gonna clean the wound and then we're gonna get a nice dressing on here. So first we're gonna use some antiseptic lotion and put that on first, although it don't look like lotion. So now we're gonna put a little bit of triple antibiotic cream on it, and then we're gonna put a little bit of gauze on there and then tape it up.
All right, y'all, while I lay here and let my wife take good care of me, I just wanted to take a moment and just say how thankful I am to have a strong woman on my team, y'all. There's so many ups and downs we've had in these last few days, and just for instance, yesterday, we had to switch Airbnbs and we had a 3-hour gap and we had to take all our stuff over to the park, just dealing with all that. And then we get here, we're trying to get settled in, and my wife's in there cleaning and I gotta come back and tell her I got bit by a damn dog. Right away, my wife jumped right into action, found us a clinic to go to, checked in with my mom, let my mom know. When they were at the clinic, they gave me a tetanus vaccination. My wife's online looking up the vaccination to make sure that it's safe to give her baby. And in the face of diversity, y'all, I just really, I feel whole when things like this happen. And I know some people aren't blessed to have people in their corner and on their team like that. My daughter's concerned. She's asking me if I'm okay. My wife's making sure I'm good. And my mother's checking in on me, y'all. So, not to be overly dramatic, but just to say I'm glad I have good women, good strong women in my corner, y'all. And some of y'all need to step your game up.
You know what I appreciate about the medical treatment here is they literally gave us every supply we needed when we left. That never happens in the United States. They would tell you that they'd give you the vaccine and then they would tell you to go to the pharmacy and buy paper tape and gauze and triple antibiotic, and then they would charge you an arm and a leg for it. And I just appreciate that, especially as foreigners. We don't really know where to get everything all the time. So George is all cleaned up and bandaged up and ready to go. So now we just need to get some food in his system so that he can take his antibiotic, and we'll catch you at the next dressing change. Bye, guys.
Okay, if y'all have been following our travels, you probably know a dog bite is not going to keep us from enjoying some good food. A matter of fact, I may still turn into a werewolf and eat up everything in sight, y'all. So after taking a fresh round of painkillers and antibiotics, it was time to hit these streets. Our first stop was a vibrant restaurant called La Agenda House Cafe. It was right around the corner from the famous Chalua Street, and the area was lined with food vendors and folks outside straight kicking it. From there, we stumbled upon New World Park Food City, which is an outdoor hawker center that has a variety of food stalls. They have different cuisines ranging from Malay, Chinese, and even Indian food. They also had ice cold 24-ounce Carlsberg beers on deck, y'all, which has been my favorite since being here in Malaysia. So after hanging out for a bit and indulging, it was time to head back to our Airbnb and do some serious soul searching about what the future looks like for our time here in Penang. We also want to take this opportunity to give you a glimpse of our accommodations as well.
So that leads us to our current Airbnb we are in. We've had to move a total of 4 times now.
Yeah.
And so...
Kind of similar to Kuala Lumpur.
Yep. Yep. But now we are in the Beacon Suites building here in Georgetown. And it's an average stay. We paid a little bit more because...
We paid a lot more.
Each
time we've raised our limit of how much we'll spend because right now it's priceless to sleep with peace of mind.
Exactly. The unit's okay. The shower's not that good.
It's horrible.
Yeah, shower's horrible.
One of the water heaters isn't working in one of the bathrooms.
Yeah, so it's 2 bathrooms, but we can only use 1 shower. There's only 2 lifts for this whole building. Now, every place we've stayed in Kuala Lumpur and in Penang has had 4 lifts. It's kind of what you need to have in a building of this size.
There's 29 levels.
29 levels and 2 lifts. And you know, families are coming in. So, I mean, it's just every time you go to get on the elevator, it's about a 5 to 10 minute wait. You know, the door opens and it's packed with the whole family. So with that being said, we were here. We kind of left it open-ended. The verdict was still out on Penang. You know, we're trying to figure out if we wanted to stay here. We weren't having good luck with our accommodations. We just wanted to make sure before we booked an extended stay here that we wanted to stay. Needless to say, you guys, we are done with Penang, okay? I gave it our shot. You know, we are avid travelers. We hate to be defeated by things. You know, I've been watching Mark Wiens, one of my favorite YouTubers, this whole time, and I was so anxious to try so much of the food and see so much of the sights. And I'm thinking, Mark Wiens, you ain't told me they had stray dogs out here ready to bite a brother, man, you know. And I'm just joking, but really it was just disheartening because at some point when we first got here with the bed bugs, it was enough to rattle our psyche. You know, when we got to the hotel and there's bugs all over the breakfast buffet.
And it's not clean.
And it's not clean. It's like, okay. It's like, how much do you have to endure before you start to realize maybe this just isn't the place for you and your family? You know, me being bit by a dog, hey, whatever. I'm a grown ass man. I'll take it. I also feel like I have to pay my dues. We go into a lot of different places all over the world, and there's dogs, like I said, everywhere. So, you know, at some point as a man, I understand that. But for my children and my wife, you know, I start thinking about what if we were all walking to the store and Georgie's running out in front of me and this dog comes out and attacks him. You know, at some point, we had to concede, you guys. And so where we are at right now, our trip to Penang is officially over. We were supposed to be here for around 30 days. We made it 7 of those days. We got to see some beautiful sights. We got to have some really good food. I will say the food that we did eat was stellar.
We've met some good people.
Yeah, we've met some good people. But it's time for us to go back to Kuala Lumpur, you guys, where I can get my K-fry, my Korean fried chicken. We can be in a pool where we know it's being clean. You know, we're going back to a place we stayed before, so we're comfortable with the area and we know what to expect.
It's walkable for the kids. We know there's green spaces around.
Yeah, we can hit KLCC Park and you know, let the kids run and play. You know, that's the other thing. I don't want to dig in here, but there's a lack of green spaces here. I don't know where the Malaysian kids play. And you guys, I understand that we're from out of the country, and I'm asking genuinely, if we have Malaysian people here from Penang who want to chime in, please do. But like, we don't know where to take our kids. We did find a park We visited a couple times, but there were no kids there. And so I guess we just were expecting a different type of experience here. And I think the dog bite was just the icing on the cake.
And I think that another just point I want to make is that George and I, we want to be travelers and we want to immerse ourselves in a culture, and we feel like tourists here. We feel like we don't know where the people that live here are hanging out or what they're doing. It seems like everyone that we're seeing or interacting with, and maybe it's because of the places that we've stayed, are all tourists, and that's all we're seeing everywhere we go. It just seems like a very tourist vibe here in Georgetown and Penang.
And my wife made a good point. You know, me trying to live like a local is what got me bit by a damn dog. Everybody who's down here is hopping in Grabs and going places and getting in, you know, cabs, and like, I'm just not like that. I like to stretch my feet. You know, we've been all over the world, maybe in some non-safe environments, but I'm always keen of my surroundings, and it helps me assimilate to the culture of where we're at, to be able to just walk some of the neighborhoods and be myself. And my wife is like, yeah, like nobody else here is doing that. Everybody's getting in their cab, they're going to where they're going, and it's all a kind of a transactional thing. And me trying to be Mr. Everywhere, I got stepped on.
It's kind of like we're trying to go to the parks to play with the kids, but like maybe everyone is playing in the playgrounds and the sky rises. Like, that's just not our vibe. We want to be at the parks with the kids at like KLCC when there's hundreds of kids for our children to play with from all different walks of life. That's why we travel. And I think most importantly, we don't want to be forced out of a place. We want to choose to leave. And that's why we've booked a train ticket and we're ready to leave tomorrow morning.
So from my family to yours, we appreciate the love and support and everybody who's commented on our videos and reached out. Please continue to do so. Like and subscribe and give us some feedback. We don't want to be jaded by this situation, and we don't want to speak negatively on Penang.
No.
For the people that live here and that reside here. You know, hey, we love everybody, and that's why we came here. And so we understand that this is an isolated event. But as the leader of my family, I have to know when to cut it off, you guys. And so we're headed back to KL. Check on us.
We'll still be in Malaysia for a while.
Yep.
So any tips and tricks, especially in Kuala Lumpur, anything you can help us with so that we can immerse ourselves, we really do want to know it. And we loved Kuala Lumpur. That's why we're going back.
Yes, and we love the people of Malaysia. But my camera's starting to overheat. We're in this hot ass unit. We done turned off the fan and the air conditioning so the volume's good. But my damn camera's about to melt, y'all. So from little George, come here, buddy. Yeah.
Okay.
Come tell the world bye, man.
Let's say bye and then we can do it. All right. Say bye.
No location.
You said, can you that kid?
I want to share it with you.
Okay. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Stay tuned to the right destination. We'll catch y'all on the next go round. Y'all want to see my wound? I'm gonna show you my wound.
Oh my God. It doesn't look that bad with two Band-Aids.
I got 2 Band-Aids on now. I'm all gravy, y'all. And my wife been drinking Schweppes.
I'm not with you. You're not with me. You can hide your loot under a tree. If nothing else, just let it be. You can relax. This one is free. Let's go. The ride.